Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, it's a beautiful day. I'm here, just a tiny little bit late, but that's wonderful to be here. Technology, what it is, we're blessed. I'm Boundy, psychic medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spreads. So, spread one. We're doing one this morning. Let's go over to them, and I'm just going to pop in the comments the psychic.online website for you to be able to book later if you need more in-depth readings and individualised interpretations, I'll say. Let's go over to the cards. Here we are, and they are gorgeous. I've just got to move something out of the way here. It was too far. There we go. We've got the Guild of Reverie Lenormand deck. That is the usual deck that I've been using for a while now. Ciro Marchetti is the artist and creator of these decks, and this one is the expanded edition. I haven't got any of the expanded cards like the parts in that section this time. These are part of the normal Lenormand section of the deck. So we've got snake, heart and letter. We'll do the interpretation of that shortly, and we have the owl card. So I'm going to pick that one up and we'll have a look. And it says, don't let anyone rustle your feathers, which this morning I didn't let any machine ruffle my feathers either. Although it worked reasonably well this morning, so don't let anyone ruffle your feathers. It's that bringing the calm into your day, allowing yourself to sit and watch more than speak and be able to take it all in and just not be ruffled at all. So that's what I'm feeling anyway, nice calmness today. So here we go into the zoomed in feature of this technology, being able to see the cards more clearly. Here we go. We start with the heart card because that's the one that's in the centre, and it's the overall theme that's going to be present with us for our day to day. So what we need to be doing with this is breathing all that love, unconditional love. There's a triple layer of it here instantly that I see every time I see this card. It's the one in the centre with the red heart, the inner heart, that shape that is made by the swans meeting at the centre of this, and the outer shape of the heart that's made by their beautiful design of who they are, of what their innate physique is. I was just trying to think. And I would say even the quality of what their love is, because the story with swans is they are a monogamous relationship for their entire lives. They have one partner and one only. And that's how this is represented in that gorgeous design of a unique and unconditional love. Bring that to our forward mind, to our heart, to, from our heart, to everyone else's heart, connecting together today in that gorgeous loving energy of what is unconditional love. Not always easy, especially in your own situations. You would know what it's going to mean to bring that to your focus and really allow that energy to wash through all of your day. To be the biggest influence is that unconditional love. Set that path in motion now by promising yourself that that's how you will look at everything that you're doing today. It's with that unconditional love as much as you can. It's not asking for the impossible. Okay, so Spirit knows. So that's our focus and our central theme for the day today. As we're looking in our hearts, in our home space with this, that's the snake occupying it, we can consider that our whole beingness is the tree that is growing this fruit in respect of the central theme for our home. It's that we have created, it's that we've grown, it's that we've brought into this space of our world, and that we are protecting it. We've got the snake in its natural environment. It crawls around trees, it can be on the ground, it can be anywhere. But in this instance, I do feel that abundance that we have grown in our home space is actually being protected. It's not the temptation that the snake gave to Eve to bite of the apple of the tree of knowledge. This is that which is our realm, that we are protecting it, that we are standing up for ourselves within our home space, that we are being who we need to be in that sense of recognition that we are worthy of our self protection, of bringing it all to that space of, well, in some sense, handing it over, that help over to spirit to help us be mostly, mostly to be who we are, and mostly protecting, but sometimes allowing in too those who are our closest friends and family to be part of that vulnerability as well, because we are most naturally our natural instinctive selves in our home space. That's where we can relax and let down our guard and be able to be our best. Well, are we sometimes our best self? We're probably more often than not our worst self in our home space, because we can let down all of those expectations and just be you. I'm going to be me. So we are setting up in that space today that sense of feeling loved and protected within this space, and being able to be our truest self in whatever that way means, what it means for you. Sometimes we can discover, self-discovery. Sometimes we can discover for ourselves some little nasties about that inner self too. We do experience the full range of emotions and feelings, most especially in our home space, because, like I've said just previously, that we are in what we feel is our space, our safest space, and being able to let go of those expectations that others hold of us. And, well, we're letting down that veil and guard a lot of the time as well to be our natural selves. And those around us love us anyway, despite how we sometimes behave, okay? But I do feel that loving protection that is happening in the home space today. Now, in our workspace, oh, good morning, Shaz. Lovely to have you popping in. Thank you for commenting. It's lovely. And I do have people over on my Instagram live stream as well, and I dare say YouTube. I do have the destinations going to all places, which with workspace here, our business space, our workspace, it's the letter. The letter is communication. And that can be in different ways, like I'm doing now with the live streaming, and being able to find those addresses because when you're writing a letter, you need an address, you need a destination, somewhere that it's being communicated to, sent to. Especially with the old postal system, we need addresses. Like mine is here at Port Elliot. I do sometimes still receive some letters, well, things in the mailbox, not always letters, mostly bills, but not often those now, because they're usually electronic through emails. And this is relevant for emails as well, especially being in that workspace, and business is mostly done electronically now. These wonderful tools we've got, even speaking with you, that biggest evidence of it, that we can share our time and space with others across the globe instantly, well, almost instantly. There's a few seconds delay, but it does come up almost instantly. So we've gone pretty much from the snail mail to be able to do our texting, our messaging, our emails, and all of that type of thing almost instantly. It is wonderful, but it's certainly speeding up time in some respects and creating that sense of urgency that if we're not answering straight away, we're being ignored, which is so many aspects of this technology-filled world can be detrimental and sad, really, that we don't take the time to create thought onto paper through our hands and the inks we use and the art that we can add to that. It's all subjective, really. What do you feel most comfortable with? How do you feel most comfortable communicating with those in your workspace? It is the expectation that we do know how to use the technology. and work it well. So, what I'm sensing for our workspace, whether you're in business or whether you're working for someone else, these tools have become very much a part of everyday life for people. Take the time to investigate a slower way of communicating, even if it is just having a chat with, verbal, having even the like we're doing here, a FaceTime, a team meeting that is on the screen. It's all relevant to what purpose it's being put. Use them wisely, but don't forget that is the old-fashioned way of standing opposite each other and actually talking to each other, of sending a letter that's been written by hand. It's not defunct. We just have lost practice, and especially since I'd broken a wrist, it's a harder task to actually pick up a pencil or a pen to write. We do need the practice. And I think as well, with that loving energy around our workspace, bring that as well into the foreground and have that understanding as we're communicating with others. Sometimes we do need to step into another's shoes to understand where they're coming from with how they are themselves trying to put across and for us to understand as much as we need to think about how we are putting ourselves across and explaining something so that the person that we're trying to explain it to can understand it. I hope you get what I mean with that. It sounded a little confused, but anyway, I'm hoping you know what I mean. Ask Spirit to give you those nuances of explanation that I fail with, but that's all right. So with that, make sure that this is the central part of your day, is that loving energy, the unconditional love that we can be and express and show others and guide others with, all different ways of being able to understand each other, with the need to be ourselves, but at the same time get our message across and understand how others are trying to get their message to us. Okay, so it's going to be a beautiful day with that loving energy around. So bring that to your focus. Keep being the best you that you can be, and I'll see you tomorrow. So for now, bye. Oh, I nearly forgot the namaste. Namaste.